Breaking news today, mortgage rates hit another all-time low. The average U.S. rate for a 30-year fixed mortgage dropped to only 3.15% this week. The average U.S. rate for a 30-year fixed mortgage fell to 3.15% this week, the lowest ever recorded in Freddie Mac data series that goes back almost 5 decades. The rate fell from 3.24% last week, setting a new record low for a third time in 3 months, according to the report. Mortgage rates have fallen after the Federal Reserve began buying mortgage-backed securities to stimulate demand, said Chris Lowe, chief economist of FHN Financial in New York. The Fed has purchased more than $500 billion of MBS after restarting in March, a buying program that used during the financial crisis more than a decade ago. When the initial plan of buying $200 billion of MBS didn't lower financial costs, Fed Chairman Jerome Powell said on March 23rd the central bank would buy whatever was needed to move rates. It worked. The Fed is by far the biggest player in mortgage markets right now, the biggest buyer of mortgages, and because of that, they have almost complete control over interest rates, Lowell said. That means the central bank has the ability to stimulate home sales by driving rates to lows that most people wouldn't have thought possible a few years ago, said Lowe. Every economist had doubts about how housing would fare during the COVID-19, but what we've seen has been absolutely remarkable, Lowe said. Home sales are holding up extraordinarily well, and that's in large part because of mortgage rates. Last week, applications of mortgages to purchase homes gained for a 6th consecutive week to a level that was 6.7% higher than a year ago, when the U.S. was having a normal spring home buying season. That's an incredible feat to be able to year over year have more applications, mortgage applications, than a year over year data. A seasonally adjusted index measuring purchase applications jumped 9%, the Mortgage Bankers Association said in a report on Wednesday. The so-called purchase apps were up 54% earlier April, when most U.S. states were under lockdown orders to keep people at home in an effort to stem the spread of COVID-19. So what all this means to a buyer, this is a fantastic time and opportunity to get the lowest rates in my lifetime, and I'm not a youngster. I remember back in the early 80s where interest rates were at 18 and 19%. So take advantage of the 2.9 to 3.15% mortgage rates and get the best deal that you could ever imagine. Give us a call. Eileen and Bill Kedersha, 954-817-2900. Look forward to speaking to you and helping you find your next dream home.